Hello folks, this is Audiotron 1003 and my last video was a Lego haul where I got this through the post. Well, I've built it, and as usual, me being me, I tend to change things around or colour swap certain elements or remove stuff, but the main thing was I wanted it to go with this set, which is set number 41390. The camper van, which I've got set up on my floor at the moment, but it's not really about that. It's about this. And what I've done is changed a few things round, or just basically tinkered with a couple of items to suit it more for my taste. So, for example, I wanted the doors to look a bit more flush inside, so I swapped these round rather than sort of remove them. I've changed that from green to that kind of sandy colour. Nothing else has been added. I've decided that I wanted an extra plant, so I used one of the spares to do that. I moved the table up there to provide some kind of a shade. Pretty much nothing else is altered. Maybe I've added an extra cup or two just to add things. One thing I need to do, if I can do this, is the driver's seat doesn't have any back, so I'm thinking of adding a back to the seat. Anything else? I didn't really like the slide sticking out at the back, so what I did was I took it out. I couldn't find a way to make it sort of fold back, and I kind of imagined this thing sort of collapsed and sort of driving along the road, and you wouldn't want a slide sticking out of the side of a converted bus, so I decided it had to go. I understand from the play feature perspective it's very good for children, but I'm thinking more about displaying this as a kind of a camping vehicle, so that's why I removed it. But with the space, I moved things around. I put that panel there. I moved the ladder along subtly and matched the hook feature with a flag feature. I've also, if I can do this, I've also redesigned the back end to allow for tail lights, and those two G-slopes, they're acting as footing for the base of the ladder, so that I could get the thing to slide to where I needed it to be. I had to remove the green tile and replace it with a standard brick, but that's not much else. What else have I done? Sorry about that. To make things match a little bit better, try and do this with one hand if I can. I didn't like the odds and sods colour scheme with the little brackets, so I removed them and just finished them off. These holes didn't have anything attached to them, so as a joke I decided that the plant at the other side would stick out of this side, so we have the roots at one side and the plant poking out at the other. I don't think there's anything else I can add. Everything else is the same. If I can slide this in a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to see. There's a toilet. Now I'm surprised that they provided a toilet, but there was no toilet roll, so I found an odd round 1x1 brick, and so now there's toilet paper. I haven't figured out how I'm going to make a sink in there, but I'm sure I'll get used to some sort of idea for the future. The last thing that I'm planning to do, and it's all down to how fast I can get the elements from Bricklink, is I want to change those grey grooved bricks to white. because I don't like to have odd colours just sticking out. That's a little bit of OCD creeping in there. And the one last thing I did was I made this all even rather than having it sort of dipped. So that's basically it, really. Now, because I do these Lego modifications as opposed to reviews, I am interested in what people have to say about them. But I understand with the new copper laws, etc., that I now have to make this thing made for kids. But then I miss out on any kind of feedback or any kind of comments. So I've decided, with this being a Lego video on my channel, I'm going to leave it for maybe a couple of weeks where comments are allowed, unless of course YouTube automatically block it. And then if anyone has anything to say, they'll be able to leave a comment, and after a couple of weeks I shall change the settings. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.